Alright, time to fail a fishing in every single location. What is that? How does that... Bro. So yeah, the current state of fishing really isn't all that great and severely needs a rework. The main problems that I and a lot of people have with fishing is it's boring and pointless. You could remove fishing from the game and nothing about the game would change. I was trying to fail to fish, but I succeeded. No base mechanic should be able to be removed from a game and have it function the exact same anyways. Now, I love fishing in games that offer fishing. I love it a lot. So I have some good ideas to rework fishing fundamentally as a mechanic to make it more enticing and fulfilled purpose within Deepwoken. Firstly, to rework the main mechanic of fishing, as fishing feels horrendous and is a horrendous mechanic right now. The WASD plus spam click isn't really a healthy way of implementing fishing, as it's easily macroable and promotes auto-clickers. It also doesn't feel very satisfying to do, as it's very easy to fail it, as oftentimes I'm doing everything correctly and then it just fails anyways. So I feel like it should be a little bit more skill-based, so you pull away from that. So a few good examples would be the tension system from New World as a great fishing mechanic. One of my favorites, honestly. I loved fishing in that game. Or the bar system from Stardew Valley. They're both incredibly fun mechanics and are much more interactable and feel more skill-based. You could even implement the fishing system from Divas of Creation, as it has a much better and more interactable fishing system than Deepwoken has. Fishing should now grant a good amount of EXP since it's not going to be macroable to nearly the same extent, allowing for fishing to be a valid form of progression, which can always be appreciated by someone out there. Add fish variety, which changes depending on where you fish. So in Arisia, you can catch salmon or trout, depending on if it's a river or a pond or a cave or whatever it might be. In Modifiers, you could catch things like lobster and cod. So different areas have different fish, so you have to go around and traveling the actual world and map to catch different fish, so it feels more alive and natural. As right now, you can catch the exact same fish anywhere you go, and that feels really bleh. Like, whoa, I fish in the pond, I'm getting a tuna. Doesn't really enhance the world at all. And to make the game feel more alive, we need to add new areas where you can actually fish, such as being able to fish in the lava and Sourmeat Hollows, or the acid in Garden Reservoir. Perhaps even the void in Layer 1. There's so much potential for different areas and interactive gameplay alone. You could even fish moving boats for different fish than just sitting on an unmoving boat. Rivers, ponds, so much potential for varying areas to fish. It's really just slept on, unfortunately. After we've settled this, we need a purpose for fishing. Let's add fishing quests, where you can return in fish for new rewards, knowledge, or significant amounts of notes to encourage players of all playstyles to try fishing. We could even implement a daily fishing quest for bigger rewards, which resets every 24 hours. Or Deepwoken season. Next, to spice up each area even more, we could make fish modifiers, such as adding attuned fish of every element, if they're golden or not, or their size and weight, as size and weight is usually a pretty big factor in many RPGs and MMOs. With this, we could add a Fishpedia, which tracks the rarest fish of each one you've caught, so there can be something for the collectors of Deepwoken to have something to do, where you could even have the 3 rarest fish caught by your guild members displayed in the guild trophy room. To make fishing worthwhile, we need to implement rewards to entice players to actually fish. A fishing origin could be made. If we're adding fishing as a form of progression with EXP now, we might as well make a fishing origin, along with some more benefits, such as greater rewards, and possibly adding different sorts of bait, which allows you to fish up different monsters to train your attributes. Or perhaps even find attribute flasks as a sort of reference to treasures in bottles. Speaking of bottles, we could add notes in bottles as possible rewards for fishing in certain locations, or certain rewards for turning in fish quests, as well with more fishing related items / weapons, such as a great hammerhead shark, a pike spear, a saw shark greatsword, a fishing rod like as a weapon, a harpoon, possibly like a net bombs which you can throw at enemies, which slows down people in like an AoE rather than dealing damage, some pufferfish throwables which deal like poison damage on enemies, fishing armor which gives bonuses to fishing, or some talents which helps out with fishing. Just more rewards to entice players to actually go out there and fish. I actually feel like with all these things considered and implemented into the game, we could actually have fishing as a thriving mechanic within Deepwoken to make the game feel so much more alive, and it would really add to the depths of Deepwoken. But anyways, thank you guys for watching the video. I'll see you guys next time. Subscribe. I still have 2 more sinners to deal with: alchemy and mining. Just as like, add like some mysterious effects to it when I say that.